Thank you for joining us on this week's Good News. We are out here at the Bristol Motor Speedway right now with Jamie Swift and the team at Ballad, as well as it's Sullivan County.
Sullivan County Health Department.
Okay, yeah, so Sullivan County Health Department is kind of running this thing right now. And we're here this is some good that is happening in our community. Jamie, do you mind telling us a little bit what's going on right now?
Yeah, so, Sullivan County Health Department has been able to secure Bristol Motor Speedway. They're using this arena to give COVID-19 vaccines to those 70 and older who live in Tennessee. And today, Ballad brought a team out here to support and really try to keep the line efficient and keep people moving. So the more bodies we can get out here doing registration, doing vaccine, we're just here to help and hopefully move people through quickly.
That's awesome. So what exactly, when you're telling me we have first round vaccine and second round going on today, right?
We do. So this is the first day they've had first and second doses. So there's a line across the dragway that's first dose. This line right here is second dose. And so we've got teams on both sides. That's really why it was important for Ballad to come today, to really help support that second line.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, this is really good what's happening. I know we're seeing a lot of cars today. Do you have an idea of how many people are going to be coming out today?
I know second doses, we're expecting over 800 to come through today. First doses, it depends on their vaccine availability. I'm not sure how much they have, but they'll give every dose they have on hand to first doses today.
That's awesome. So you said it's Ballad volunteering today to help out the Sullivan County Health Department. How many Ballad employees are out here today?
I think I've got 15 out here today. So we really wanted to have a heavy presence with this being their first day of doing two lines. We've got volunteers from across the organization that are signed up for next week and the week after. So Ballad, we love our community. We're here to support our community, and this is a way that a lot of people can step forward and volunteer and just come out and help.
Okay, awesome. So now with the people that are listening right now, maybe they're a little skeptical about what's going on, or maybe they're just not sure how the lines are going to be. What's the wait time? What would you like to say to them right now?
So first doses, it does seem to back up a little bit. Obviously, they can only take in as many as they have for first doses. I know people typically line up out here pretty early. I would just stress to people that have already received their first dose here, their second dose, they don't need to come get in line at 6:30, 7 a.m. They can come when the gates open. They'll be directed to a separate line inside the Speedway, come straight over to our second dose line and move on through.
Okay, awesome, very cool. Now with the skepticism around some of this, what would you like to speak into that, being that this is your specialty? I mean, you're the disease specialist for all of Ballad. What would you like to say to them right now?
So really, I know people think that this vaccine was rushed or maybe steps were skipped, and it's important to understand the vaccine went through all of the safety protocols, all of the trials. I have read the data. If I'm going to consider giving it to my parents, to my husband, to my children when they're eligible, I wanted to make sure I believed in it. I've read the science, I've read the studies. I'm super excited about this vaccine. 95% efficacy, it's a huge step in getting us out of this pandemic.
Very cool. I'm so glad that y'all are here volunteering to help out the Sullivan County. Now I'd like for you to introduce me to what's her name that's running this right now?
So Mark Moody is over it. Miranda Belcher is also a key leader. Those are the two that we coordinated our volunteers through. Okay. So we'll be glad to hook you up.
Yeah, let's go ahead and talk with them now. All right, so we are out here at the Bristol Motor Speedway right now, and this is Heather. Heather, can you tell me a little bit about what you're doing right now and the good that it's providing for our community?
Sure. So right now we're providing vaccines to our community members. So this is just the next step in getting us to the end of this crazy pandemic. So we're super excited to be here. The people that are here are so excited to be here and so grateful. So we're happy to do it.
That's awesome. And Jamie was telling me you have quite a bit of volunteers out here right now that are helping. How many people do you have because you're at the Sullivan County Health Department. Yeah. How many team members and volunteers do you all have out right now?
My gracious. I don't have the exact count on me right now, but I know we've got several from Ballad. We've got several from King College. We've got some nursing students here today that are kind of observing and helping us. A lot of people from our MRC, or Medical Reserve Corps, that are here to help us out today.
Very cool. That's awesome. So what we're doing today is all about good news, and this is definitely good that is going on in our community. Now, is there stuff, when Jamie was talking about having volunteers out, medical and non-medical, are there stuff you're needing right now that people in our community could be a part of and help with with the distribution or doing anything right now?
Well, obviously, if you want to be a volunteer, so there's a process for that for the Medical Reserve Corps. On our health department website, sullivanhealth.org, you can register to be a part of that. But if you can't come down and register to volunteer, the biggest thing that we're asking other community members to do is to not give up and not stop all the other things that we've been preaching for months. So continuing the social distance, continue the hand hygiene, the wearing the mask. So if you can't directly contribute on site, those are still some things that you can do to help stop the spread of this.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for all that you're doing and the good that it's providing for our community. I know I've already seen probably a few hundred cars coming out here. How late or how often are you doing this out here?
So it's really dependent on when we get vaccine. So every day is a different shipment of vaccine that we receive, and whether it's a first dose or a second dose vaccine. So what we tell people is just to check our website, check our social media, and we update that every day with what we'll be doing the next day.
Okay, perfect. Awesome. Well, thank you so much again. I really appreciate it.
Awesome.
Okay, so what's your name again?
Gary Mays.
Amazing. What do you do, Gary?
Yeah, Garymayes, and I'm Regional Director at Sullivan County Health Department.
Okay, so what good is this providing right here? All what we're talking about right now is just the good news, and I believe what we're doing here is good, but can you explain to our listeners a little bit about what you're doing?
Absolutely. Well, what we're doing today is delivering vaccine, and the good that is here today is the fact that we have a safe and effective vaccine. And a year ago, this month, we had no idea how severe the pandemic would be, or even if we would ever have a vaccine. And so I think January of 2021 brings us a lot of hope because of the vaccine. And what we're doing today is administering thousands of vaccines here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. And we have a lot of volunteers helping us. We are in partnership with Ballad Health Systems. We're in partnership with the volunteer fire departments in Sullivan County, the City of Bristol Police Department and Fire Department, and even our own volunteers that just want to come and help at Sullivan County Regional Health Department. And so we're just so thankful. It takes a community pulling together to pull this massive scale of vaccinations off and provide it for our citizens that need it. And it's life-saving vaccine, and our goal is to get it out as quickly as possible.
Awesome. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.